Hi guys, let's talk about education. Specifically the changes to the Leaving Certificate. Yes, it's very, very controversial, namely because there's no real way of assessing or implementing the new syllabus. There's no guide to it. For this reason, Áine Hyland was asked to do a report on the design of the Leaving Certificate, which I have actually in my hand right now. Here it is. Now, I was at the ISTA where she released this report and managed to get her for an exclusive interview and ask her about the changes to the syllabus, and here's what she had to say about it. So are there problems making these changes?
Well, there are challenges, I suppose, as there are in any change situation. But I think what we see now is this is a great opportunity for Ireland. Ireland is revising the syllabus for the 16 to 18-year-olds. And in science subjects, in physics, chemistry and biology. And in my view, the syllabus should be a very interesting, innovative, exciting syllabus. And as it's proposed at the moment, it looks like a rather static, not maybe quite as exciting as the syllabus in other countries.
Is it that it lacks depth?
It lacks information about the depth of treatment that teachers would be expected to go into with their students, and that's really the heart of the issue. It may well be that a teacher would choose to look at, let's say, genetic engineering in great depth, but it's not clear from the syllabus what that depth should be, and the teachers have been looking at the outline syllabus and wondering how are they going to interpret it. So the report simply suggests that there should be greater detail provided so that the teachers know what depth.
Does that imply that there are great difficulties in assessing?
Yes, well, there could be difficulties in assessing if a teacher wasn't clear what level the students were expected to achieve. And I think, again, that kind of information should be given up front. It normally is nowadays. I mean, there was a time when examinations were, if you like, a black box, and students didn't expect to know, to have any idea what they were being asked. But the scene has changed dramatically internationally. Students would expect to have clear guidelines on the various topics that they're learning, so that they would have a good picture in advance of how much detail they should go into to get an A or a B or a C or whatever. And I think that's also an issue. Not very difficult to do. I mean, obviously, initially it's demanding, but it's something that the universities have been doing for a while in relation to university exams, providing these this kind of information for students so they know what's expected of them, and that's the kind of detail I'm talking about.
Wasn't this one of the flaws in assessing rote knowledge rather than understanding?
Well, not entirely, in all fairness. The papers, there would have been an element of that it is easier to assess knowledge and information. It's easier to know that you can give a mark for this, or 2 marks for that, or 3 marks for that. It is more difficult to assess what we call higher order thinking, evaluation, synthesizing, bringing together, analysing, and that I think it's crucial that we do have that problem solving. This is exactly what came up in the last couple of weeks, all the debate about Irish students not doing well in problem solving in the PISA examinations. So what we would hope is that this new Leaving Certificate is an opportunity to make sure that we move the students' learning from mere rote learning to a higher level.
Isn't this what universities in Ireland are looking for? And why is it happening now?
As I say, all I can say is it's an opportunity now, and we mustn't lose this opportunity. This is an opportunity. It's a new syllabus. It's coming in. It's the first of the review of all the syllabuses, and therefore it's kind of a now or never situation. We mustn't miss the boat this time. We must really have a syllabus that is at least as exciting and challenging and interesting and high level as that of other countries which are competing with us in the whole STEM world.
There's a problem to be solved in teachers lacking guidance, but the use of resources is not being explained to them. Why?
Yeah, it's not explained in the syllabus documents at all. Now, I guess the department would probably say that opportunities will be given to teachers to do courses on this. But this is teachers are very busy people. You know, they have a very heavy teaching timetable during the week. Many of them are living a long way away from Dublin or from the centres where the in-services will be provided. And I don't think we should assume that every teacher can go to a course. I think that's something, while ideally we'd love to see that happening, we have to provide as much information as possible for the teachers well in advance.
No.
It's standard in other countries.
Who will provide that information?
Well, again, that's a matter for the Minister, but normally the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment would provide that information submitted to the Minister, and the Minister would then put it up on the Department of Education website.
Is there any sign that this has been done?
I would be optimistic that in the light of the discussion that's going on at the moment, and particularly the concern of the teachers, I think we may see a move in this direction.
Is it also a matter that what has been the bones of a good curriculum has been rushed out?
Yes, that's not clear to me. I'm not a scientist myself, you see, so I didn't analyse the content myself. But some of the comments that are coming from the Irish Science Teachers Association would suggest that they do have concerns about the bones, some parts of the bones of the curriculum, as you say. The bones of the curriculum, you see, have now been sent to the Minister. But they have to be right. And the teachers' views, I think, are very important. This is a professional organisation. I mean, the Irish Science Teachers Association is a highly thought of organisation, 50 years in existence. Some of the best teachers in the world are members of that organisation. I'm a great believer in the professional views of teachers, because they're the people on the ground, they're the people who know it. And I'm just thinking of this group today. They are giving up their own time to be here Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. They're paying their own money to come. There's nothing in it for them other than the love of their subjects and the best interests of their students.
One of the things that many teachers are concerned about is that if it's implemented now, it could hurt our reputation internationally.
That would be a worry. I have to say I would be concerned about that. At the moment, our Leaving Cert is highly thought of. But part of the reason it's highly thought of is because you can take the syllabus of all the different subjects, you can look at them, and you can see that they match. They're as good, if not better, than many others. As I read the syllabus as it stands at the moment, that would not be true. It wouldn't compare favourably with the syllabus of other countries. And I've spent the last 20, 25, 30 years in the third level sector. I'd be a bit worried if I were looking, if this is the only information I have, could I put my hand in my heart and I'd say to myself, yes, this is the equivalent, at least as good, if not better, than the Scottish Highers or the Victorian Certificate of Education or the diploma from the International Baccalaureate. I'm not sure there's enough information for me to be able to say that. And then the risk would be, exactly as the teachers are saying, would there be a danger of the third level sector internationally no longer feeling that this was an adequate selection mechanism?
Is this something that will be apparent over time?
Well, we can't afford time. An individual, your child or my grandchild or your grandchild, it's now. We have to get it right.
This is here and now.
This is here and now. We can't, that I think we can't say that strongly enough, especially now that Ireland is coming out of the recession. We have to continue to make sure we have the best education system that we can provide for our pupils. We have to have that, and we have to have the pupil must be at the centre of that. And we are in a country where there's great research going on in science. Science Foundation Ireland, our universities, there's money from the Research Council. There's great research going on. This has to translate into the practice in the schools. And there's the best of all ways to do it is for the syllabus to point in that direction. You see, the teachers and the pupils of Ireland, the Leaving Cert is both a millstone around your neck in one way, but it's a wonderful resource, because if you want to change something, you just change the Leaving Cert. Everybody will go with it because they all want to. They're all competitive and they all want to do well. So this is our opportunity. That's what I see it as. I see it as an opportunity, and we should use it.